hello. Welcome to WIP IT Thursday. Done.
Good morning.
I think it's just going to be you and I tonight, and Cannon's got the stuff going on all month. And nothing to fun, customizing fun-wise. Busy.
He's a
How's
busy
everyone?
man. I don't envy him his day job.
Yep.
Hold on a moment.
I got a few things I'm working on, and I got my character Dragon's weapon. I start working on. I start sculpting. I got one side looking pretty good. Then I got to resculpt the other side. I used a image. Discord is partnered up with Rodin, and I uploaded an image of my character Dragon's weapon, and it got pretty close. Not real. All the it's a good starting point, like what I did with his head sculpt, to where I can sculpt off that. I didn't have any of the ridges in the grip handle. I put those in with a Dremel cutting bit and start sculpting some extra details on the top. Liking how that's going. I got the working on an alternate arm for him using strike forearm and actually using the left arm on the right side for the bicep. But you're not going to know.
He'll never know.
Son of a crayon slayer in the chat says, hey now.
Oh, what's wrong?
Name withheld. Hi everyone. Grab some stuff off the gear station. Then we'll be working on. See if this experiment works out. I was going to do something different with the bicep this time instead of just making it smooth. I think I'm putting some tech detail in there. And I found these are meant to be printed out as walls, like diorama walls. For free off Colts 3D. Let's put it down. Has some nice technical detailing in there. And I'm thinking of put that in the side here. Look kind of neat. And what size I want to go with. That don't look too shabby there. Or I want bigger detailing here. Let's see. Got a warhammer on one side, axe on the other. Like a Norse style battle axe. Mute my phone.
Mr. Camera Angle Man.
Oh. I think you look pretty good right there. Down just a little bit. No, right there. Perfect. You can see your sewing machine, see your workstation, your good spot. You can see your little mascot there.
A little mascot.
Your Evil Ernie pin.
Is it the Legion's one?
No, the Evil Ernie pin. Smiley pin.
Oh, Yeah, he's on a little arm. He can move.
No, I said it's like we can see your mascot, so it's good. It's a good thing we can see it.
It's hard to tell, but he's like way up off the ground. I don't think he can see me, so.
Nope. Decision if I want.
The edge of this is my entire workstation.
Nope. SDA just dropped the first family of the night.
FDA.
Family.
SDA.
So he's about to get some food facts.
Don't eat crayons.
I'll be talking that smack around no Marines. They get upset.
This little videos like this girl was going off like, my dog just ate 36 crayons. What am I going to do? The bold, the proud, the Marines.
9 to 6 crayon. I even did a better job on the vinyl this time because I pulled this off and put it on this transfer, so I didn't have to iron it twice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you see it on the camera in the pictures, but it added a rough texture where everything else was smooth.
Mm-hmm.
When I did that. Well, now it all went on at one time, so it all looks the same.
Nice. Thank you very much, sir.
Learn. Every time I have to redo it, I learn a little bit more.
Each time we do it, it improves more and more.
I had a guy message me a picture of one of Harker's tapes.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, how much would it cost for you to make one of these as a custom? So I told him like
how much did Harker sell it for?
30. I told him I'd do it for 50.
Why not just buy Harker's?
Yeah, buy Harker's and
instead of asking somebody to reproduce someone else's thing.
fucking I don't know. I guess if I wasn't like good friends with him, it would be different. But
yeah.
But he like got it out of my story. So I mean, clearly he knows. He would have to assume.
You know what happens when you assume?
So I said, but hey, if you want that one, here's the web address. I think he mass produced them, so he can do it a little bit cheaper than me. Which Harper's look good. I mean, his stuff always looks good.
Oh, absolutely. Everybody was sharing it out.
He don't stop until it's damn near perfect. He showed me the tunic. He finally got it, a working model of it.
Oh, for the Spiro?
Yeah. Looks good. Looks good. You pre-order the bird?
Mm-hmm.
That looks good, man. I can see why it took him a while. It's complicated and removable. That's oh. No, we don't do it. Sent Bill that poncho.
Uh-huh.
And he left a comment saying that I need to be careful that Plunderlings might come to me to pattern out some goods for them. I thought that shit was funny.
You never know.
No, they won't do that. There's too many other people better than me.
Hey. I'm a huge fan of your work.
And I really appreciate it. I really do. But you can't deny that Rebel 10 is better. And C. Jessom is better. And
well, I don't have any of their stuff. I guess
Harper is better. But getting stuff from Rebel 10 is fucking hard.
That's gonna look up. I like that. Sector says, evening, fellas.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Oh. I guess we'll do it the other way then. Simple, man. You want the vinyls that I cut but didn't use?
Sure.
I'll weed them for you. Since you know I've already weeded it 3 times before.
Lord.
Fucking pain in the ass.
Oh, that works out good. I like it. Mm-hmm. Perfect.
I sent the boy downstairs to play piano, but I don't think he is. I did go watch Thunderbolts with the boy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, did I mention that?
Being good?
It is. It's really good. It's like as good as Civil War.
So it's not like the crap they've been pumping out here lately, huh?
No. So like surprisingly good. Like where I was middle of the road with Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm.
after really enjoying this movie, I'm probably going to go to the theaters for Fantastic Four.
Sweet.
I asked the wife if she wanted to go watch Superman. Because I'm probably going to go watch that.
The verdict.
She said no, she don't like Superman.
What?
I never really do that.
That's blasphemy.
What do you mean you don't like Superman?
Lex Luthor.
Like saying you don't like Batman.
I like Batman when he's in his own universe. When you start putting him in a universe with other superheroes, that's when I like, meh. Unless he's actually going to do like Tony and actually build suits.
I like Batman when he is being a detective.
Yes.
When he's solving a whodunit. That's the reason I like the last movie so well, is because it's a mystery. All right, calm down.
I like Batman a lot, but I think it's his fans that get me annoyed with him. Just, he can beat anybody with prep time.
Yeah, that is predominantly the reason I don't like Batman. Nobody will let him work within his own limitations.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to have limitations.
Yeah, quit trying to make everything Mary Sue. The fans turn Batman into a Mary Sue.
What's that? Come here, Mr. Box.
Needs to be trimmed down more.
I'm gonna have to get another cutting pad. Replacing it is always fun.
Look how the piece turned out Brunson did for me.
So the last two you sent me?
Yep.
Are you inking that, or is he?
Well, he did that, all that. I'm gonna play around colors this weekend. He did all that, the ink and the pencil. He sent me a clean scan of it. I like his style. It's a very kind of like a Bruce Timm versus meets Kirby. Mixed with Kirby.
Well, it's good. It's always hard to find, good artists that really tickle your fancy.
It's fun. It's a very fun style. Energetic.
Okay, so let's see where I'm at. I got your your belts. The cape number 1, the cape number 2, the trench coats? What's going on here? I need to look at this. Might be something. Something haywire and no, they're fine. That's weird. All right. I guess that's the bag.
Perfect.
Coats. Oh yeah, the Vision cape.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
And some stickers. I have that in there. Did that fall in there, or did you want that?
What is it?
The gun belt.
Oh yeah. Oh, I think we talked about that.
Yeah, did we?
Yeah, I think so.
So much stuff. Oh, sandpaper and little sanding strips. I mean, that was a long time ago. One last. That is empty. There's nothing in this bag. Might be a toy sitting in the bottom of the box too. So you don't want a cape for the Atom body, right? That's what you said?
Oh. Yeah.
Did you ever make the vectors for the stuff to iron onto?
I didn't. I forgot about it. Still just now.
Still written there.
Till you said it. I was like, oh yeah.
So what else have we got? Putting this little bag right here. Be rolling around.
I'm kind of tempted just to leave that Atom one all gray.
Well, let me send it back to you.
Let me ponder on it.
Here, I'll lay him down here so we can look at it.
I like it. I kind of like it in all gray.
Ooh, November's catching up to me, man. I got an entire custom I was wanting to make before November.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming fast.
stick with just all gray. I dig it. Like the stealth suit.
Oh. My clavicle. Oh, his head looks small.
Yeah, his head's tiny.
Well, I haven't been looking at the head in quite some time. Oh.
Sector says, I hope FF kills it, so I need to sell my Galactus.
Do what?
The Sector says, I hope the Fantastic Four kills it. He needs to sell his HasLab Galactus.
Yeah, for real. I don't know. I think it's gonna. I think it's gonna do. I think it's gonna be their next biggie. You know what I mean?
I hope
think it's the one that's
hope that they're doing a good turnaround, because they've been putting
fledgling.
Thunderbolt sounds good, and they've been putting out a bunch of turds, and so Thunderbolt sounds like a good win.
I'm on the fence as to whether or not I'm going to buy or steal. I mean, borrow Ironheart.
Oh, that one looks like it's going to be a turd.
It does. It looks like they've taken a lot of freedoms.
She's a hated character in the comics, and it's not like really expecting to do really good on the big screen.
But it's got a strong producer, director.
No. There's been a lot of movies with good producers, and they just still make a turd.
Yeah, he back there. That's right. Not out of the equation. That looks fan-fucking-tight. Hey, good job, me. Looks good. I'm scared because I saw it in there, and I was scared to look at it. I was like, I'm gonna have to remake that. It's gonna be like old me stuff. But no, it looks good. Cool. Got to remake the book. Your box is getting there. Still not done. Still got one more. Dig.
Bart says howdy to everyone. Hello, sir.
Yo. I don't want to do it. You know who took over for Iron Man during his absence?
Rhodey?
No, he's taking War Machine.
Dr. Doom?
Dr. Doom. You know who else?
Rhodey?
No, he's taking War Machine.
Well, I'm talking. You didn't say when. It's like he's taking his time.
Yeah, there were three people running around, being like, "I'm Iron Man."
It's kind of like what happened to Superman. It's like 4 people running around the other Superman.
It was Pepper. She came out as rescue. But you know, he made her armor. He set her up. He didn't use his technology to do it. He used Danny Rand. You know that guy?
Danny Rand?
Yeah.
Iron Fist?
Yep. He used the Rand. Was it Corporation? The Rand Corporation? He used their technology when he made her quote unquote heart. So that, you know, push come to shove, blah, blah, whatever, and people were coming after him, she would still be, you know, out of their reach. Because he's a lot of things, but dumb ain't one of them. It was a point of contention with Osborn because Osborn said it was his technology because he had all of Iron Man's technology.
Yeah.
And she's like, nope, ain't not a strip of this Stark tech. And he's like, well, you're not allowed to use it because you're not registered. And if you fly out of here, lethal force is off the right list. Osborn's just a jerk. Big old meanie.
Name of Hill's asking, was it gray suit spandex?
Yep. Sure.
Yeah, he said.
The short answer is yes.
He said Infamous Iron Man was a good story.
It was. It was really a good story. I hate to see it over a good story. But
that was a few years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think Ms. Marvel killed him, or Thanos ripped him in half, or some shit. Something. Spoiler alert. I don't know how we got on this topic. Oh yeah, the Ironheart TV show.
Movie, isn't it?
TV show.
Oh, okay.
Disney Plus TV show.
They're still doing those?
I remember something saying that it's the last one, right? There's no more after 1-1, and I was like, oh, okay, well, good. And then they showed the trailer for this, and I was like, well, maybe they were just kidding about that. Just tricking. It's not going to work. The odds that I could just rebend it. They gotta be hard.
I learned my lesson. Like I kept chasing perfection on the other arm. Was like trying to make the extension blend in really nice. Like this one's like, let's run with it. It's a separate section. It's adds tech detail and segmentation. So to sand it, the epoxy get a low spot. It sands faster than the softer plastic of the arm, the rubbery plastic. So this worked within the limitations of the material.
Is that what we were just saying about Batman? Let him work within his limitations.
Batman. Got some nice tech detailing from the 3D printed parts.
But you know, everything in the DC universe has got to be like super uber strong, flying to the ends of the earth and the ends of the universe and back again, and yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, who can win, this Marvel character or this DC character? Well, it's always going to be the DC character because they're on a different plane.
Marvel's in recent years have like been upping their stuff like kind of that levels too.
What's always been great about Marvel is that
They were a little
any
more
given
grounded.
Sunday, somebody just come beat the snot out of them.
Mm-hmm.
They can have a bad day and didn't Null rip the Sentry apart?
Yep.
See?
Of course, they didn't even remember their own continuity though. The Sentry looked normal, and he wouldn't merge with the Void. There's a storyline before that where he had merged with the Void and had the red and black suit, where the Sentry and the Void is one entity. And they forgot all that, so they could just have him job to Null and kill him off again.
Well, I guess it's kind of like a World War Hulk, where they need this story to happen. So
Yeah. No, the Hulk was the most powerful version of himself at the time when he did that.
right, but they needed him out of the picture. How do you get the Hulk out of the picture?
Oh, you mean like they're in Civil War? They
Yeah,
ran a Hulk storyline. Yeah. Because he was whoever side he seemed on during the Civil War, that would and Thor as well. Those would be turning points to those sides.
Right. Whoever had Thor, whoever had Hulk was gonna.
Yeah. Bart said he saw Thunderbolts the other day, and man, it was, he said, man, it was boring. Just give me a Red Guardian movie. He was the best part. I was like,
Yeah. He must not have lived with people with mental disorders. I found that them trying to work through their problems, process their traumas and stuff was good. Probably because I have, trauma and stuff.
my dog had dug under the fence today. I had to go find something to block the hole up. I was like, how did you get out? And the neighbor's like, she went under the fence.
Of course.
All right, now I mixed up some other epoxy.
Come on, baby. Uh-oh. I want to break out the toothpick. Precision. prefer not to go to work tomorrow.
Well, I'm going to work tomorrow, but I'm not going to go there.
Where I go to work, they call that teleworking.
Yes.
And we're not allowed to do that. I mean, my boss can. But I'm a peon. And I cannot.
This is the piece I had commissioned from Remar Brunson, and I love his style. It's very energetic.
It does look good. Uh-oh, got a toothpick some more.
Quite pleased with it. Yeah, it turned out great. Gladzilla said sick when you saw the picture. I love the avatar. Godzilla wearing an old-fashioned picture, like a sepia tone, and he's wearing an old suit and bow tie.
I had a dream of making that one time.
A suit for Godzilla.
Yeah, I have a few Godzilla toys. I was gonna make a suit for one of them, but suits are hard.
I will take your word on that. But any soft goods is hard to me.
A lot of moving parts, as they say. A lot of work done to get that done. You know, one of the very first things I ever made was a suit.
Really?
Yep.
You made the Lord Humphrey suit for me.
And I had made a cape. And then I was like, hey, that's easy. Which, the way I did it, it absolutely was easy. I have learned a lot since then. And I was like, man, I can do that. And a guy who was like, hey, I want you to make this thing for me. And I was like, oh, yeah, I can do that, no problem. How hard could it be? Hard. Fucking hard.
That's what she said.
There's this one guy that makes suits I follow. And he ain't no joke. He makes good looking suits. Good looking suits. But the only issue that I have is that they all look like the same.
Well, he's got a good pattern that works.
Yeah. But to be fair, there's not a lot of variance in suits.
True.
And then the superhero characters that are wearing suits, all are typically wearing very similar ones.
This is true too.
This clearly defined wire here is making me think I can sew it no problem.
Thinking about going to that Heroes Con down in Charlotte, North Carolina, and
Yeah, you said walk around there, see how you like walking around.
it's huge. I've been there once, and it is like the biggest con I've ever been to. Floor space wise, it is just massive. I was like, do I want to do like the old man thing and take me a walker? A rollator?
I mean, I've considered it.
I got my dad's old rollator out in the garage. I do have a handicap hanger from my truck.
Although I agree with Robo, the worst thing about it is all the talking.
You know, the Robo, I'm sure, gets talked to death at those things.
Oh,
I pity it. I pity what he has to go through.
I mean, I talk to a lot of different people while I'm down there.
Yeah.
And so I wound up talking a lot, but
I couldn't imagine what he has to go through.
You have to wait in line to talk to Robo. And then if you start running long, people start piling up behind you. My wife was like, "Oh, I'm glad you were looking at that because we clearly wasn't." I'm like, "Yeah, what can I say? I'm super cool."
It's easy to get wrapped up too. Like when people, he's such a personal person. Like, you know, from what I can see from his videos, and it'd be easy to let people like, oh, I feel like they already know him. And it's got to be a little bit uncomfortable too when you first start doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because they know a lot about you, and you're talking to a perfect stranger. But
yeah, totally get that.
He's front facing too, you know. Everybody sees his face.
Yep. He does those 2 angles when he does his videos. He's got the reactionary, like where he talks to the camera shots. For a long time, nobody ever saw my face on here. And that was by design for a long time.
Yeah. I'm sure nothing would ever happen, but I just can't shake the feeling, you know?
Yeah. Well, my work doesn't allow like second jobs too, so I don't ever treat this like a job. Hence another
I think
reason
that's unlawful.
They've fired people very much recently for having.
I mean, they can, but you can sue the shit out of them for it. Breaking the law is breaking the law, you know.
Yeah, well, I think it's legal in the state of Virginia, like where they can do that, where they have very big legal teams where I work at, so they don't do.
Now they might have like a anti-competition clause, like you can't work for them and another
That's what
firm.
That's what somebody got fired for.
Yeah, my wife had one of those at her last job.
Mm-hmm.
Once she quit that job, she couldn't work in any other similar type situation for another company for like 6 months.
So that's the problem. Like they're working remotely, then they're done remotely 2 different jobs.
Now there's also like if you're working 2 jobs at the same time, that's embezzling.
Yep, that's what they were doing.
We had a cop doing that. He was working as a security guard in the city,
Mm-hmm.
and he was also working on the police department as a captain.
Yeah, see, that'd be a major problem.
Yep, highly illegal. I'm not gonna say I'm the one that took it to the captain or the police chief, but I asked the police chief if that was legal. And he looked me dead in the eyeballs and said, "That's embezzling. Who is it?" I was like, "Whoa, whoa!
Oops.
What are we talking about here?" That was a good times in a past life.
That's the thing when hand sculpting, get anything symmetrical.
I think we got something for you too. I don't discriminate. If you buy them, sell. I closed the window. What are you doing?
Boom, 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 boom.
Speaking of promo, I did message my mother on Mother's Day.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
I got a 2-word reply. So no big surprise there.
Did the first letter start with an F and the last letter with a U?
No, nothing like that.
Or L and a U.
You just said thanks, and that was it. Nothing else. You'd think after almost a year she'd have more to say.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, like everything else in my family, it's all conditional. Can't be expecting too much. Get disappointed. Give us a good hit on both sides because it's thick and won't show. although the girl, she was like, "Did you actually text your mother?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh, what'd she say? What'd she say?" Thank you. That's it. So she was somewhat surprised. Ooh. It's weird looking up and seeing my camera. What do you guys think? Does the top down view work better than the across the center view? You guys been watching longer than I watch it. Maybe I need to actually look at the chat if I'm gonna talk to the chat.
It tends to help a little bit.
Oh, I showed the girl the two capes side by side.
Yeah.
She said, "What did you do different?" That don't hurt my feelings at all. Yeah, gentlemen, that's good. That's what I was going for. Make it easier to see the stuff. Although I feel like you can't see Crashbox Customs, which he doesn't sponsor me, but I sponsor him. Buy his stuff. He's good guy. Oops. Let's say
Yeah, I'll never understand when people do customizing streams and they don't show their workstation at all. Let's see. Isn't that kind of the whole point?
I mean, I like to think so. Maybe the magnet isn't such a good idea. You crazy jerk. Maybe I need a calmer magnet. Damn you. And
I tell you what.
Boomhauer?
It's a more Hank. I tell you what. Boomhauer, man, he's that minute and then that fella talks about like this right here, man, when it never stops talking, when the mumble talk when he talks about really fast.
You know, you got me. I've never seen an episode of it. Oh, my son was in a wax museum today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So they had this plan that the kids were all going to be wax mannequins.
Mm-hmm.
So they all stood around dressed up like famous people or noteworthy people.
Yeah.
I got to talk to Neil Armstrong and Lucy. I Love Lucy, Lucille Ball.
Oh, yeah.
And
the mother of Star Trek.
Yeah. I asked her, because you're allowed to, they give you like a little piece of paper, and while they're not in statue form, you can talk to them about who they are. And I went to the Lucille Ball, and I was like, hey, what's your fun fact? And she was like, she was the first female to ever popularize pixie cuts and have short hair on TV. And I was like, that's fun. I said, I got there first. So I said, for later customers, I said another fun fact you could tell them is that she was primary for funding on getting Star Trek on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a very fun fact.
Very much so. There would be no Star Trek if it wasn't for Lucille Ball.
There wouldn't be no Star Trek. Star Trek was the most progressive TV show that ever was. Whoopi Goldberg went running to her mother saying, look, Mom, there's a black lady on TV and she's not indentured in some way. She's a lead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, move it. I won't exactly. I'm not vengeful in my heart.
Nice.
I have to have a heart to be vengeful in.
It's got a bunch of fluid and stuff under it now, so it looks funky.
Yeah, it does that. Yeah. Bleeding, as they say. My wife got a new tattoo. today. She enjoys the pain.
No, she
Don't-
doesn't.
Don't listen to her.
What she is a wuss.
Oh, they can see your phone.
Mm-hmm.
I like how he looks like he's sitting on the floor, but he's not.
I'm just gonna have a floor look to it.
Perspective.
What are you guys working on tonight?
Finishing up my stuff for him. Super close. I got this. Yep, got this one last cake.
You said floor, sitting on the floor. It made me think that skit about the guy who keeps calling the Pokemon the wrong thing, and that girl's like so upset with him.
Oh, he's like, oh, that's Pikachu. Everybody knows.
That's Big Dick B. He's like, that's floor shit.
Yeah, I guess so. The first go around, it was cloth. Technically, it's still cloth. Jesus. First go around, it was cotton.
Lost my shins in the war.
Swung this time into spandex.
Spandex.
Yeah, so spandex doesn't like water. Spandex doesn't like to do water. Because it gives, right?
Darce in the house. He says, "What's up, gentlemen? You already know. Whip it crew. Party on. Party on, Darth."
Already on, done.
He says, she got it today, referring to the tattoo.
Yep, today. It happened this day.
Bart said he slept through a tattoo once. Hope they got it right.
I'm more of the sit there and whimper in pain type.
It don't stop her, though. If it hurt too bad, she wouldn't go and get him.
Too big.
It's wanting to fly out. I think you're gonna have to mount it to the upper. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Dig. Truck. Not wanting to play ball with me. You may be wondering, what was his wife doing in here with him? She was cleaning my face.
Okay.
I don't know, it just seemed weird to me.
Well, you are on camera, kind of. But not.
Maybe we can, instead of doing this, we'll just do it like that. Like that. And oh no.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what?
Right. Apparently my face needs a little paint or leave it on. Just took one look at my face and she's like, it's killing me. And can't be doing him no favor. Oh, shush, you love me. And the wire.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot get this to lay down. Because it weighs, has a weight to it.
Something Long says, hello, family.
I don't have friends. I got family.
You gotta work. Did you say you gotta work tomorrow?
Yes. No more overtime for a little while, though.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. Overtime is the worst. Are you like inlaying some runic detail or something?
Just technical do-bob. Rivets and just detailing. No runes. I may put like one of those gemstones in that little spot there.
So the more you take away from the flyaway, the further it pops up off of his chest. I don't think there's any way that I can remedy that. You know, with the sewing and wire.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's popping away pretty far.
Oh. We'll dab a hot glue to take care of that.
Yeah, you glue the chest down, and the wire will make it go wherever you want it to go.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate. It's not what I was wanting. Well, Jimmy, put it in a bag and put it in your box.
Yes, please.
I'm gonna leave it 2 pieces.
The collar and the cape separate.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
We can tally ho.
Make a lick a high, make a time. Tally ho.
Yeah, I wanted to have you finished before. I wanted to finish you off before I had to go back to work. quite happy it worked out. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Why do you like this?
Something along with that. Anyone excited for the new Shaun of the She-Devil? I am. I was surprised they actually announced it.
The new what?
They're doing Shaun of the She-Devil to go with Kazar.
Oh, Shannon. Yeah. No, I'm not excited though. What? Is it time? Yeah, I guess it is time. Huh?
Are you having to leave us?
Yeah. I was hoping to work on this other thing, but I guess I ran out of time. Something we just don't have enough of.
Time is not on our side.
That's Hazel. You watch that old Denzel Washington movie?
Mm-hmm. It's falling.
Oh, it's Hazel.
I think it's cheating to be able to possess animals too, though.
Yes. You would think they would have to be at least comparable in size.
Or like have like the consciousness to handle that kind of spirit, soul.
Because he outsmarted that guy. He almost had him. It's unfortunate, really.
Made his sacrifice meaningless.
Yeah. But when you're going up against a demon, we don't play fair. Playing to win. Still got this head I gotta do something with. Well, look, big's too big, but not big enough to be org.
Hmm.
I'm not sure what I can do with that. Chap lips and cheeks. All right, man. I appreciate it. As always.
Always a pleasure, my friend.
Hope you have a good night.
You have a good night too, sir.
You guys take care of him while I'm gone.
Yeah, I think that's good there. Rest will be taken care of with sanding. Oh, I don't know, better use for that. Thank you, Sector. What I'm brushing on here is just water. It'll be nice if they release the Zabu. Yeah, the Zabu was part of the Zabu wave. Had Kazar, wave with Kazar. The bath was Zabu, but some of those figures have been showing up at Ross stores. If you go to Ross, check it out. Kazar, Superior Iron Man, Wolfsbane have all showed up at other people's Rosses. Not the one around here, but I've seen people fight them. $6 a piece. If I found them, I'd stock up on the Kazars. It'd be a good blank body. And Icarus too, but was found at Ross too. Same with the Blackheart wave. They've been strange tales. Those have been showing up at Ross. The Namors at Ollie's. I picked up another one the other day for fodder at Ollie's. Putting up the handle on that one. Name of hell, don't have any Ross around here. The Ross here rarely ever has anything. So they're very missed more than hit. I do like that tech detailing on that one. I'm going to go ahead and paint the red before I mask it off. Change it up a little bit. I'll do the red, then shoot it with a little bit of clear, then do the blue. I think that would make things easier. SDA says, as Ross doing always. Worth checking out, SDA. One thing I found at the local Ross here, found a Brother Voodoo from the Strange Tales wave. I have a weakness for fodder. If I see it cheap, I was like, I could probably use some of that. Hard to pass up when they're $6 a piece. Even if I already got them, I was like, it's good parts. 10 minutes. Little pet peeves I have when people talking about other people talking about customizing, like you can't get smooth finishes unless you got an airbrush. It's like, no, not true. Does airbrush have beautiful finish? Yes. This is the only way to paint? No. I brush paint all the time and my stuff's smooth. I do airbrush. I don't airbrush everything. It's not necessary. I do find metallics are best for airbrush. There's the China that she do. She looks good. Pleasantly surprised by that one. Ooh, that's what I need to do. I need to get a handoff Thor for the Ragnarok. This one's got a old style peg. It's not a ruble hand by normal means. You got to heat it up, pop it out. That enough? Yes, it was. What I want. I'm going to dremel this down, make it a removable peg. Like that one. Paint it eventually figure to match that. So we use with this on my He-Man custom I did a while back. I want a vertically hinged hand so I can hold a sword aloft properly. And I've never used airbrush in my life. I don't even know how to use one. I only use brushes, and my finishes not too bad. Yeah, you don't need a hairbrush for good finishes. Door shoulders are more big of Warp House shoulders. Yes, they are. I don't know if they're bigger. It's just different style. They got better shape. That's why I use them on my lower custom. I'll give you a comparison here. Here is a Warpath shoulder. There's a Thor shoulder. Yes, the shoulders are bigger on Thor. Now with some modifications, you can use these shoulders on a Warpath torso. You gotta cut out some material. That's what I did with the last version of Laura did. It looks so much better. You inset countersink them in a little bit too, and where they don't stick out so far. You gotta do that to form the fit too, because the pegs are shorter. But you don't have these giant, round, bulbous shoulders sticking out. No, they're actually bigger shoulders, yeah, but look so much better. And you actually use Hercules arms from the bicep down. Again. It's a little big. Take one more material off. Go slowly, a little at a time. Well, hello.
Evening.
Come in there, and we got just a few minutes left.
Yeah.
How's everything going?
It's going. I was working on my bedrock hand.
There you go. We may actually get one from Loose Collector eventually.
Yeah. Probably about the time that I get this close to done. Because that's how that goes, isn't it?
Yep. Start making custom, and somebody announces they're going to do a figure of it. Yeah. I'm glad to see that actually happened, where the Liefeld don't actually own Youngblood anymore, and Platinum. He's working with Platinum Studios to do the new comic.
Yeah.
And I actually didn't even realize it when I had the owner of Platinum Studios and the owner of Youngblood on my channel not this past February, but last February 2024.
Mm-hmm.
He was the editor-in-chief of Malibu Comics.
Yeah.
Now he's the head of Platinum Studios, which owns Youngblood. I made mention to him, like, yeah, people made mention about the Liefeld figures coming out, and people would love to have Youngblood figures before I even knew you owned them. He said, I own those. I was like, sweet.
Make happen.
Like, I told him, like, people are really wanting those figures. He owns Supreme, too. Another of Liefeld's creation. That's the ones I want to see the most of, the Youngblood and the Supreme figure. And hopefully after these, we get a Supreme announcement.
Hopefully.
Be nice. Kristen, and you want to try to put the Bulldozer Marvel Legends figure in Warpath figure? I haven't thought about that. I would like to see if they were going to redo the Wrecking Crew are hard to get, and instead of just a straight up re-release, I'd like to see them do a different body, either use the Warpath or even like the newer Warpath with the new Venom body from the retro card with the new articulation, or if they didn't use that, use the Age Apocalypse Sabretooth, which shares parts with Colossus. Of course, that's if you're going to do the big versions of them, because they have been depicted just being like Thor size, not Hulk size, like the Hulkish style. It really depends on who's really drawing the characters, how they're depicted. Go down a little smaller. Yep. Lady Suprema. Definitely would like to. There's different versions of Supreme too. You had like the OG Supreme when it showed up in Image Comics. You had the Alan Moore run. They basically kind of overhauled the character and turned him more into like a Superman archetype, personality wise and everything. Pretty much got it there. Yeah. Now I can paint that up for my He-Man and have a hand that can hold a sword aloft properly. That vertical hinge is so important for like swords and firearms.
Yeah.
I found a 3D like wall, like for free on Colts 3D. Instead of like trying to make this smooth like I did the last one, just feel like extension. So I have to like found that 3D wall and scaled it way down to where I can just put big detail in there.
Oh, cool.
Got pretty good.
Yeah, that looks good.
Just rock with the cut instead of trying to like hide it. Yeah. I'm going to do using the forearm from Stripe from DCUC. It's got a bigger hand. It's like more like a punching arm.
That'll be cool.
The other arms got the guns and stuff. It's the hands quite a bit smaller. But the up from the shoulder and the shoulder cover, that's all exactly the same. So the only difference is between the biceps, the left one had the groove on the in, the arm of the groove would be on the inside. But hell, nobody knows.
Yeah.
So I just said
they don't know, they won't hurt.
Exactly. Like, I'm not worried about being perfectly smooth. I would need to put some glasses on. I can't see a bit what I'm doing. Who owns the character Glory? I don't know. I have to look it up. That might be part of the Supreme universe.
Yeah, I was on my lunch break today and knocked this base hand out real quick.
Looks good.
It needs a little bit of touch up here and there, but it works for posing. And then I can do details over the top of it.
Oh, it's the Discord has incorporated Rodin 3D AI, or like 3D modeler. So you can actually just ask it to convert an image to a 3D model in Discord now on that channel.
Really?
That's not super detailed. That's what got me to here. This weapon piece.
Yeah.
I didn't put the grooves and stuff in, so I cut those in. I've been sculpting the top. It misinterpreted the top, the back blade, as a hammer. Then I like, at first I was like, man, I don't want it. Then I got thinking about it. I was like, I kind of dig that. That way you got a blade on one side and a hammer side on the other side. Feel like a Norse warhammer.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna rock with it. I print these hollow too, so it'll be super light.
Yeah. So there's this. But it doesn't
What you doing?
yeah. So it doesn't like hands.
Oh, yeah.
This is the best one, but
That meshy?
prompt was the prompt was a hand with 3 fingers. This one down here is all right.
It looks
If you're
like a
doing
gray
alien.
alien. Yeah.
Let's see.
So when I was doing those heads, those mammoth heads, like I'd had some stuff that's like nightmare fuel to generate. And some will turn out pretty good.
Yeah. It doesn't take very long to generate something, but I don't know.
It's like this one turned out. That's like a little bit bigger than it's the same one I used, but this is not modified. I cut the back head off, re-sculpt it, and all that, and change out the trunk for the one you did. The top of the trunk's close, but down here side, it becomes penis.
Yeah, it looks wrong.
Here, up, it looks fine. There, it's penis.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't need to look at that anymore. What is that? That's 6, 7 fingers. That's not 3 fingers.
That thumb, it goes the wrong way.
Yeah, and what is that? That's like a thumb and a wrist that's on backwards and nubbins. What is this? I might have 3 fingers, but man,
Get arthritis.
fingers with only 3 fingers and a thumb. Make it. We gotta make it muscular, otherwise it'll give us some skinny thing.
You make this compatible with Stomper arm. I had to narrow this down,
Mm-hmm.
cut down some of the diameter a little bit, and open up through here a little bit too. Same on the other modification on the forearm. I trimmed back this little notch here so it can bend up farther. Let's clean it up, sand it.
Oh, it's looking good. I mean, I saw the other one that you were working on. It was looking good.
So I like them both. So I'm kind of like in a holding pattern too, but I can't really do much more on the main figure because I sent the waist to Don to make belts.
Oh yeah.
So can't really put them together.
Look
So I'm
there. That one's not bad, but it does not look like a bad rock hand.
Not at all. It's more of a human hand, but still.
Yeah.
You know what sucks? I paid for like a month of that. I didn't use all my credits before the month was over.
And
it
they
takes
took
your
them
credits
away.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. I'm gonna
I
blow
paid
through
for it.
all my credits just trying to get a hand that looks like what I want.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'm gonna just model it anyway, but I think that's pretty good for a bedrock hand.
Mhm.
I'll have to go and like there needs to be some smoothing here and some tweaks here and there, but then I'll have to fit the articulation in for the ball and peg thing.
Mm-hmm. I did modify the fist off the strap fist so I can pop it in and out.
Yeah.
That'd make it easier for reassembly when I do paint it.
That reminds me, I need to see if I remembered to bring. I made a replacement joint for sector. I don't know if I remembered to bring it home with me today or not. I have to look around.
You guys ship something?
I have to ship a couple things.
That's what I was
I'll
going to
be-
ask you about that.
I'll be right back in a second.
Okay. Boom, boom. Do like how that turned out.
All right, sorry about that. You're gonna ask me about shipping something?
About shipping something. I was going to, what we were talking about before, shipping a foot,
Uh huh.
scan it so we can just print them.
Yeah.
Still willing to do that?
Yeah. Go for it.
Can do that.
I might have to clean them up, but I don't mind doing that. As long as I got the basics of the shape and what it's supposed to look like, I can do it, no problem.
That's probably the best one I did, and so I can just send that one and flip it.
Yep. I can do that.
So I got the extra Sasquatch body,
Yeah.
and I was figuring like make a smaller not Thragon, but no, sorry, Tundran.
Mm-hmm. What does that Sasquatch body look like from the front? I don't think I paid much attention to it.
There he is.
Yeah, I like.
Problem is the heads have the neck attached to them.
Yeah. I like that better than the War Gorilla or whatever. What is that? That one's got some weird stuff on the back of it.
That one's got six fingers and a thumb.
Yep. It's not 3.
That's freaky looking.
This one has 3 fingers and a thumb, but it's also got some weird stuff on the back of it. And it looks like a glove.
Like a glove instead of a hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Phalanges.
Definitely varying levels of success. But I suppose if you went through it and did it, you know, all night long, eventually you'd get something like this is close to the size that, you know, almost wide enough, almost big enough. Eventually you'd get something that would work, but
oh, the 7-finger hand would be fine.
I mean, for a 7-fingered hand, it doesn't look too bad.
I know, it actually was. It's well done for.
Yeah. I mean, you know. And for as fast as it did it, this one's got like double fingers on it too. It's got 4 and then 3 more and then a thumb.
It's the sound of one hand clapping.
It's the sound of me screaming in my nightmares after having witnessed this stuff. Let's see. Let's make some nightmare fuel here. Hand with a there. Hand with a face in the palm. Generate that. That's on the back of the hand. Looks like a little alien head. That's actually on the palm of the hand.
It's a hamburger helper.
That one is hard to tell. That one is also hard to tell. What's going on there? Oh, generated again. This time, hand with the face in the palm and teeth for eyes. I'm pretty sure that happened at some point in time in some sci-fi movie I watched as a kid or something.
Well, Chef Boyardee. Or not Chef Boyardee, the hamburger helper. Little oven mitt.
Yeah.
Face.
Vampire Hunter D.
There you go.
Face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that second one on top, on the right side.
That one there.
That was like something from the It. From Thing, I'm sorry.
The Thing, yeah. There's your Chef Boyardee hand right there. Almost. And this one is that's something special right there.
For H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, that top one is if it didn't have the eyes, it just had the mouth. That's Vampire Hunter D.
Uh-huh.
Well, I think it's about time to call the night. I've been on here for 2 hours, 25 minutes. Everybody in the chat, thank you for coming out and hanging out with us tonight. It's always a pleasure. Anytime you have questions for customizing, always feel free to ask. Mr. Cannon, thank you for coming on and hanging out for a little bit.
Yeah, sorry. I just have this May is just busy.
Oh, I understand.
My daughter's 8th grade graduation was tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So I was there until I got here.
Yep. So we'll get the toy news, toy talk tomorrow night. And till then, always on Sunday night. We'll get you then.
All right, take care.
Later.